Hey, what's up? I'm Al Cox. I make games, play games, and everything in between. And today, we're making a game. Okay, so today is day 3. Day 2 was so unproductive. I don't know, man. I just did not want to work. I guess I did little things, and apparently I had Buildbox 3, so I played with that. That was that was also tough. Yeah, I don't know. I think when making a game and hitting walls, sometimes you just hit a wall and then you hit that wall and then your head hurts. And you're like, I don't want to hit this wall with my head anymore. So you just, whatever. I didn't even really go outside either. So I was trying. Luckily, you give it some time and then you think of other things you can try and figure out. So that's what's good about today is I have some ideas I want to try to figure out. So let's take a look at where we're at. I'm not even sure. Okay, cool. So like this looks kind of cool for sure. But realistically, I don't think it's practical. Oh shit. No, that was kind of cool. And maybe I can find a way to make this work for sure, but what did I want to test out? Let's see. I wanted to test out the different walls. So it's going to add 2. Then select, nope. Then select just these 2. Grab the objects, and these objects have shadows. But I kind of just want to see what they would look like if they're like super skinny. Like how, oop. I shouldn't move the character. Whatever. Do this. Lock that into place. And yeah, I want to see what it looks like this. Let's just try that. Was it this one or no? It was this one. Okay, so yeah, so you see smaller character, and then this is like longer. It doesn't. So I'm just trying to move this character back in the middle. And then this one is kind of tough to tell. So we're going to need it to move and maybe add a spawner to it. We'll have it move to the left. I suspect it'll move, whatever, let's just go see what happens. Oh, you know it's not moving to the left because I have it at an angle. Its rotation is 0. Let's check it out. You know what, let's make... Put this here. Spawn every 1 second. Let's do 2 seconds. It looked like that 1 second was too much. So here we got the shadows here. So that's, oh. Alright, so I feel like the speed might be fast, -50. That's super fast. So I'm at -5 maybe? I don't know. Let's reload it. Oh. The issue is like, why is it here too? Playing with shadows, man. So, maybe just go ahead and delete that. Yeah. So I have all these that are open and available. Let's see what we got working here. Okay, so it looks like I was testing multiple light sources. Generally, like, I do feel like one light source is ideal. Then the issue you have with that is that one light source isn't enough. So I'm going to make this radius like really big, and even here it's at 80%. I'm curious on if I just try a pastel color. Just curious. Yeah, I mean that does look cool. See these little pieces over here. It's not cool. It's kind of cool because you can like see it. See it in this. This is not good. See, this is why multiple light sources. And maybe even just like a light source. Let's see here. 100, and then you can have a radius of 25, 25. So this just puts the light source in front of it and makes it small, like that. But I feel like definitely greater opacity. Oh, wow, okay, so 50%. Then does this one not have an opacity? Yeah, see, that's too high. Okay, looks good. Looks. I'm gonna make this. Yeah, like you can see it here, but I want it to be barely noticed. See, that kind of worked. You see, it's right there. I don't know what that line is. I don't like that line. So, why is this line here? Let's do this. Make everything white. Is it still there? Or I feel like it's not there. I mean, this does look cool. I gotta figure it out. See, right here, I think that has to do with the location of. Let's do this here. Now this is all the way to the right. And you can see these. Now, what if this is like way out here? Can you still see it? I mean, there's like a weird glitch going on over here, so let's maybe move this within 1,000. I think I have, no, I don't have, whatever it's called, auto deletion detection. Does this look cool? Yes, but this stuff over here does not look cool. So how do we get rid of that? Let's see, maybe make this skinnier. Like that. This is kind of cool though. Like, looks like steps in the some. Oh shit! I was looking at how it disappears. You see, and then there it disappears. Like that's not. It's not a smooth disappearing technique. Then I also think a lot of it has to do with the lighting. So like, instead of, let's see what happens if we have 50. This. Like this is kind of cool. Okay, so this is like your own little world, a little bubble. And like before you get into it, yeah, I like this. This we could, but you still see that issue over here on the side. Okay, I like that, and I'm curious. Let's make this bigger because that's not working for me. The skinniness of it, and mainly the skinniness doesn't work for me because the idea I want for the game is that the character is moving back and forth to the left, to the right, stuff like this. So let's do this, and now I want to see what it looks like with the gray. And again, you know what? I think the gray is The reason the gray is weird is because this isn't set up properly. Yeah. And you know what? Let me save it. Save it. One thing I always like to do is have this little clock. Nope, that's the book I'm reading. That's my YouTube timer. 10 minutes. Here, this one. This one's like an hour, so that's why I like this one. 5 hours. See. Start you up at 10 minutes, and then it just makes a noise, and then I remember to save it. And then, see, this is great with the little light because it kind of works. I do feel like I'm definitely making progress here. I'm thinking things like I would like to change the colors, but maybe this is impossible. I don't know. Let's move it to 75. I mean, here I'm almost tempted to make it like a swipey move game. Like you're moving up automatically, but I want to keep it. I want to keep it to a tap. Oh yeah, so that's kind of cool. See these are I don't like. I don't like that. Okay, I kind of want to do something along the lines of make them move faster. Oh, and then add, okay, so let's do 20. 15. We'll do 15 with the variation of 5. Let's keep it simple. 15 with the variation of 5. And this one's just slow, so this could be 10 with the variation of 5. And then, you know what? 25. Let's see what the pastel, I feel like the pastel looks cooler. It's cooler because you can see, because the block, you can see the blocks, whereas in the other ones you cannot see it. You're like going through the shadows. Call this white shadow, light shadow. And again, I don't like I don't know why. I definitely think I'm onto something here. Let's get one of them. I think I'm going to go ahead and change the tap duration to 99. Jumper time at 99, yeah. So you can just press it the whole time. Then on collision, all objects, you do 0, 0. Yeah, I like it. Makes sense to me. Dance move, collision, mathematical, multiply. Let's do multiply. Force switch button. Yeah, let's do that. I think that means it makes it happen instantly. I mean, my biggest question is why not just hold the button down forever? I need to get rid of these. Get rid of them or understand them better. Let's make all the ones on the left big. So what I'm doing here is playtesting to see, so left side is thicker. So if it's thicker, does it still look weird? Like, yeah, you see you still have these. I think these are just the angles at which, whoa. Yeah, you still have them. Now, I think I'm just gonna make the, let me label these a little bit better because, what's that? I'm gonna copy this and make this even shorter. Oh, it's not you. Wait, what is this? Like, well, it's 20. Add this. I don't like that. And see, I had this be a little smaller, right? It's at 75 now. About 25. Does that even make a difference? Let's do 40. Like this is nice because you don't see that bug I don't like as much. Oh, what? It's just heavy traffic area. I want to add a distance. I think we're maybe making progress, so let's do some distance. Score, distance, current, center alignment. Default text is probably something, there we go. Scoreboard. That was the cue to save. I mean, I kind of want to just play around with this. Might as well. Save. Like, I don't even know if there is a distance. That's kind of fun, actually. Like, I don't want to pick a thing called Microsoft. Okay, let's just do this. Main color is like just this dark color. Okay, no, this is good. Was gonna have to learn the distance thing eventually. First, I wanted to make this font bigger, make it 120. Next, let's go find that YouTube video with Zach. We go to Buildbox. I think it was specifically a video on spaceships. Let me just jump into one of these videos, see what I can find. So what Zach did is there's an action, and within this time distance or whatever, which is let's say roughly 1/1000th of a second, the spaceship will go there and then get 1 point. Then the spaceship will go up here and get 1 point. But I kind of want to try to use what's already integrated into the score type, but just have it be, how do you say, a smaller score? Like even if it was like 0.1. Yeah, I think if it was like 1/1000th of a second less. So instead of, oh, I do like how it's changed it though, but instead of imagining it being 465, like I'm only looking at the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, 10, 11, 12, like that. Um, that's what I have in my mind, and I haven't done this yet, so I guess this is a good place to start learning. Distance, score. Maybe just check out this thread, see what they talk about. I have a really annoying issue that is preventing me from completing my game. I mean, just to be clear, there's always an annoying issue that is preventing one from completing their game. And I would say even when you complete your game, there's still annoying issues. You just choose to disregard them. Let's see. I'm looking. No force movement. Okay, so this looks like this was a recent. Yeah, Buildbox distance score. Let's let me get. I feel like maybe Buildbox does have. Buildbox has this too now. Distance score. Scoring options. And this is tough, dude. Like, this is what I talk about when I say there's just not enough documentation. And like, I guess I know what I could do. I know what I could do to make it work. I just feel like there's got to be a way to get it to work with the current setup with this. Like, just have distance be here. Like, let me see if I load it. Like, is there debug? Because I'm telling you, man, if it was like 7, 8, 9, 10, like that would work for me. So I'm not trying to make my game like a 20,000 point average, 50,000 point average game. Here, maybe this 0.001. I think this could be it. I think this is it. Yep, that's it right there, score multiplier. Okay, but I think I just need 0.01. Then I've decided I hate this font. So that's actually a pretty good tutorial. Let me make a note of that somewhere. I was waiting for it. I just didn't think it was going to kill me. Okay, so saved by the guy. Still got these little things on the edges, but not as much. So the biggest reason I have the light, the second light, I should say, is because I don't have the light on top of my character. Do I? I do have it. I'm gonna try to turn it off just to see if I can, what it looks like with it off. It's still on though. Okay, I'm gonna grab it and what are you, 560? So get rid of it. Put it on the start scene down here. Yeah, that way I can grab it later and just copy and paste it back. And a couple things that are just annoying me. Testing purposes, let's move this up here. Go to this game over. I always like to make this screen like at half opacity so I can see what was happening. Cool. Okay, I am liking everything so far. Obviously, there's things I can change or not change or whatever, but different colored characters. Now, different characters. I've done replacing the character with what is it, an action and replace the image of the character, but I kind of want the full effect. And I know that the Buildbox tutorials in Make Your Own Game, which I've done the whole thing through. I even have YouTube videos where I go through it when I'm first learning. Has some good block forms. Support no game. Here we go, tutorials. Let's go, maybe it's this one. I want the YouTube link actually.
Hi, this is Steve, Buildbox.
The page.
And creating new objects with drag and drop. Let's start using the creator to create a possible.
No, I want to Make Your Own Game series, man. There's a place where they change characters, and I think this is specific to menu. On the menu screen, you can select your own character, but yeah, here we go. Make your own games, make your collision setting. Nope, nope. Coin shop and multiple characters. This is what I want. Great 4-minute video. Basically, I just want them when you're starting the game that you get to choose what character you have. Like, I think that's a simple, basically what color you have. And I'm not sure how to do it, so. I mean, did he just, we're like, what? You know what? Maybe I need to add multiple characters in the world first. Let's do that. Maybe that's a step I think I can do. Okay, so we want a red character. Yep, I understand that. We want a yellow character. Yep, I understand. And a green character. I mean, I do have a whole rainbow set color from. Fucking hate bugs. Color swipey. I kind of like the idea of just like a rainbow color. I think I should be able to do it pretty quickly. Let's just take a look. What if I call the game Shadow Goes? You know, like the shadow knows, but just playing with ideas. Then I also feel like my current background is too white. Like I want like a pastel white. Let's Google soft white colors pleasing to the eye. A lot of ADD when making a game. Like, does this even matter? Maybe, I don't know. It matters to me. Because like when I look at the game, I'm just like it just, it's like I don't want to look at it. Is that like gray, white? One or two more? Let's start with the pastel. Seems similar. It seems like this one's a little bit whiter. I think I want to try the pastel white. Honestly, they don't seem dark enough for me. Did they all just get bigger? I don't... I'm liking it. We're adding characters. We're gonna add characters with all different kinds of light too, which is kind of tricky. This is a blue character, so maybe we add a blue light. Again, I don't like these things on the side. Oh, you know, you can... Oh, shit. I was able to see a bad guy coming because of the shadow, so that was kind of cool. I mean, I literally want to do this with the inverse color, but... A or B? A or B? And actually, let's go ahead and get rid of these. Yes. Yes. Yes, because we have new colors that I just made. Maybe a pastel is better. I have no idea. Oh my god, these not transparent. Okay, so this is not gonna work. And I think I had that set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 to 12. Gonna keep playing with this. Put the light above it. I'm sure it's gonna look worse, but I am very much enjoying this. It's always a good sign. It's always a good sign when you're making a game and you're like, not bad. And you know what? I want to try 60. Put the light on top again. See these cutting edges up. Okay, this is great. I mean, I'm enjoying the gameplay. I want to put the block back on top. I swear I've done this before when playing around and I wasn't able to get the... Ooh. See, this is cool because it looks cartoon-like. Oh, and then... The particle is like a tiny bit too big. Yeah, perfect. I almost want to say now it's too small. Okay. Well, I prefer that than too small. And let's go ahead and let's try this pastel number 2. Yeah, try pastel number 2. Yeah, like these are literally starting points. So I wonder, let me do this. Let's go ahead and make, this is left and this is right. Let's add one more, and then we can block out these two, or open these two. And this one will be just big. It'll be spacious. Oh, come on. No, I don't want that. I want this. 420. 420. Okay. Okay, not 4,200. That's. And I'm doing this just to see the spacing of the lines. Okay. Like, how can I have it so you don't? What happens if I change it to a physics object? Does that change anything? This means it doesn't move. Okay, what about if I change it to a, I don't know, a wheel? What does that do? Does that do anything? So you can see it on the right. The platform is fine. Oh, save. That was a save sound. So at this point, I just think it's distance. So like maybe if I have it at 1200. So at 1200, you don't exist. But at 1000, at 1000, you show up. You can see the beginnings here. What is spawn action jumping? I don't even know what that means. I'm just going to see what it is. Alright, I want to try spawn action single shooting just because I think. Oh, you know what? Maybe instead of a spawner, why don't we try that? A wake up spawner. So that's. No. What is it? I want the numbers. Yeah. Move it over here. So I'm thinking a wake up spawner could be cooler than a straight spawner. Not cooler. I want. What's the word? I want to see if it still has that kind of. You can see the shadow. Let's say 100. And then from here we can put it over here too. And from here we can also just we're just playing around, just seeing what's up. Oh, and wow, check this out. I'm just I'm gonna do this too. I'm gonna add an object, a logic object, and then I'm gonna add a transform. And this transform is gonna be for gray B cake, which is what this is. Yes. And you're gonna multiply the x by -1. And then I'm just gonna copy this and then also put it like back here, so it should go back and forth. And then I'm gonna take this and copy it and put it here too. But then in this scenario, have this guy back here. Yeah. Just let's see what happens. Okay, so I see the, so you see it. Okay, so this might work better, I think, than a spawner. A spawner shows, okay, and then the biggest thing is to have the character below. Okay. Okay, cool. This is good. We are getting somewhere. Now I'm gonna try it with all these and yeah, let's see what happens. So but you see, the only issue for me is that if it's distance-based, then once it goes through, it doesn't go through again. Oh, you know what? But that's why we have to transform. Yes, this is why we have to transform. And then we can even have the transform. Check this out. And this is what I did in my last game. Is you just have this 0.125, so it will go even faster. So it's kind of like if you take too long to, oh wait, actually, if you take too long to wait, then it just goes faster. Watch. Okay, let me just make, I want to make the 200. And now I want to kind of, since I'm enjoying what I'm doing, or I think I'm getting to where I want to go, let's try the black shadow again. This is kind of blackish purple, but yeah, I think it really depends. As long as the background is the opposite color. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are going through my head right now. One of them is simply, let me grab this. Okay, so I copy this one. One of them is to take this, make it like this, small, have this guy literally be in the middle, be like this big. And now that I think about it, we want the transform to be off page because the goal is to push the character off page. And so like this, and then I can have this guy, distance and the speed be 45, right? Okay, let's go 20 with, let's go 30 with a variation of 15. Okay, so this is, so we got 3 different things here. And so it's just like and then not even have a wake up spawner. Yeah, this is coming along very nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and change this light to back to blue, and I want to see if there's a difference between the opacity. I usually think lower opacity is cool. I don't know why, I just do. Yeah, yeah, that was the move. The move was getting rid of the spawner. And then I also want to change the score to 0.05. This is less, right? 0.05 is less, I think. Nope, nope. Okay, 0.005. Even then, I'm like, nah. All right, I'm gonna say 2.5. It's cool because the particle trail effect is blending in with the shadows in the background, and this is completely unintentional. Look at the trail. It's not a trail, it's a particle. And then look how the shadows look on top of it or below it or whatever. You can see through it, which is cool. This is not my intent. I'm just happy that it's a thing. All right. Oh man, I hope. Whatever. I guess I'll find out. I think I might need to eat lunch soon. I'm just very happy with how things are turning out. Yesterday was such a shitty fucking day, man. I got nothing done. Oh. Oh yeah, I wanted to see if those little ones. Yeah, they can knock you out. So I'm kind of conflicted right now. I'm trying to. Well, first let's just go and let's get rid of all the spawners. I think that is sad but true. I think the spawners and the shadows do not work well with each other. It's unfortunate, but you know, the sooner I can wake up to that reality, the sooner I can go. And you know what? Let's change the name of this gray block to. It's actually gray background. But now we can move it to gray block. And I'm curious. You know, let's add a white block too, because we got these in distinct images. Which one do we like? Do we like the pastel 2, gray? I like the gray white 1. Like, this is clearly the better choice of the options. Let's add it as an object. Then we can say white block. And obviously this motherfucker is big, so let's make it 0.25. 5, and also I'm gonna delete it, add one world and make it the solo world. Put it here. Velocity of 25 and 5. Add a transform. Alt to here. White block, multiply, negative 1.1. Always do a negative 1.1 because negative will just make it go inverse, which is great. And then I want to make sure that it goes off the scene so it's not quite perfect. And then let's see what it looks like with this. Oh, but then we need to change the shadow too. Do we? No, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, first of all, this is just this gray background shadow not being transform white black. Maybe it's off the page. Not like definitely some growing pains. I feel like they can't be more than a 500 to. I just think the game is cooler in white. But it's good to be able to test these things out. So this one is a long one. This one I think has potential to, and like, how do I say, you can change. We can make this difficult. Check this out. No. I'm trying to think of how to have like a little section go back and forth. All right, I'm not sure on this. Let's just keep it simple for now. We can add more complexity to it later. I think I'll still have to do some kind of figuring out of how I want to set up the hierarchy of difficulty in the level. Obviously, this is going to be an endless game, but then slowly get more and more difficult. And I think I can do that maybe, I want to do it visually. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking characters can start, blocks can start out small and then get bigger, and then the bigger they get, obviously the more dangerous things become. Something like that. Let me grab a transform. Here we go. Oh, what do we have here? Nothing. Let's delete this one. I do worry about this. I feel like it's too long. Is it not hitting this? You know what? This needs to be like this. Just start doing that. Just start putting them in. Like I kind of want it to be open, but let's see, 1,000. What if I do this? And I add the deletion threshold, and I make sides 1500. Right? So now it shouldn't be deleted. But it is. 500. That's 750. Awesome. Yeah, this is definitely looking like a game. Multiple characters? Should I fuck around with that? Okay, let's do that. Main menu, get rid of this. We're gonna need what? Past white. I like this. I like this one background. I kind of. What do I have with the character? What do we got here? I like labeling things. I think labeling things is important. Caricature. Chagrin. Find ways to abbreviate always. Yellow. Yellow. Orange. Shred. Purple. Blue. Go here, and then I'm just going to kind of copy these settings. Screenshot the settings so I can copy. Let's save this. If Illustrator is open, then it just kind of slows my computer down. Oh, and then I can make jumping animations or something. I'll do that later. Zeta, 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 40, 99. Yeah, drag 110. Zeta, zeta, 40. Interesting, I have the air drag at 10 for the XY. I think it was because it was bouncing around too much for my liking. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to incorporate, ooh, and they all need to have no cast shadow. Oh, yeah, right? No cast shadow. Yeah. I don't know what auto tilt does. Save. I didn't hear a beep, but saving is always the most important thing. No! Oh my god, no, I don't like this at all. I think it's saved. I'm gonna save it again just to be sure. Okay, I think I'm making progress. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.